Hi everyone. I am going to be changing the quartz movement in a clock that has stopped. It is way cheaper than buying a new clock, and I purchased the new clock movement through Amazon, and I bought a movement for $2.28 including shipping, so it is way cheaper. I'm going to be using pliers to do this because my fingers will get in the way and you will not be able to see what I'm doing. But I think that and some clocks may be easier than this, some clocks may be harder. This one does not have any nuts holding the hands in place. You need to look for that if you're changing the clock motor. But here we go. This one stopped working, so I'm going to take this clock motor out. First thing we're going to do is pull off the second hand. And it just pulled right up. And I'm going to put it over here. The second thing I'm going to do is pull off the clock, the minute hand. And it may take a little bit of movement. I can do all this with my fingers actually, but I'm doing this with the pliers with the idea that somebody may not be able to see what I'm doing. And lastly, I'm just going to pull this off the hour hand. These are all just pressed on here, and they now came off. Now I'm going to loosen up the nut that holds in the motor, which was already pre-loosened, and unscrew the nut. And I'm going to lift this off and take this out of here. As you can see, the motor is left behind. There is a washer left behind. I'm going to leave that in there just for spacing because it was used before. And we'll see if the new motor will work with that. This is the new motor. The battery goes down at the downward, as the clock sits, it would be toward the bottom. And we'll put the motor on like this. And we'll be using a new nut and a new washer. And we will try tightening this a little bit. Doesn't have to be very tight. It's not going anywhere. Okay, let's see if our old hands will fit. Let's put they will not fit. So we have to use the hands that came with it. So put this on first. And push it on. Maybe bend it up a little bit so it isn't laying on the clock itself. And let's put this to 12 o'clock. There's a little wheel on the back and I'm setting it at 12 o'clock. and I will put the minute hand to 6 o'clock. Now this minute hand is a bit long. However, it doesn't pose a problem with this clock where it sits, so I'm not going to be altering the size of the clock hands. But I could clip it with the scissors or a pair of pliers. And there it sits. As you can see, it does this and it clears just enough. And now we will put in the second hand, which the other one may fit, but this one was built for this motor. And there you have it. Now let's see if it works. Make sure the battery is turned around the right way. There's usually markings inside. Let's go this way. Put this in first. It may require, there we go. And there you have it. I may want to bend this arm down just a little bit. Let's make sure our hands clear each other. Nope, they don't. So, what do we do about that? We can bend this hand up a little bit. Seems to work.